Happy Monday. I thought that I would just turn the camera on and instead of having a carefully planned out video, that I would just record as I made dinner and talk to you guys. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's unscripted, which is saying a lot because most of my stuff is kind of unscripted. I mean, what am I saying? Welcome to the vlog. Let's make some dinner. Okay. I feel like I live in a space-time continuum where things are just continually, perpetually a mess. And I've got to learn how to get more organized. And I think every time that I do and I am organized, but then life shows me that I'm not. So I've got to figure that out. I will say, here, let me show you this. You'll be proud of me. I put together this cart for all of my content creation stuff. Please be proud of me. It took a grand total of like 10 minutes. So not super much to be proud of, but something, I guess. Ooh. Accidentally hit the tracking button. Anyway, back to dinner. Let me adjust the tripod madness so that you can see what I'm doing. I was just thinking, no fancy B-roll, no super hyper pre-planned stuff, just me putting together dinner. I got this bowl. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Look at this. I almost never eat out of a salad bowl. Isn't that weird? It's clean too. I'm super excited. This is arugula lettuce. Sorry, my fridge is yelling at me. Please hold. Okay, so yes. Look at how beautiful this arugula lettuce is. Will it show? Let me show you. It's not. I don't know why. I got a new lens and I'm not gonna say what lens it is. I'm going to do a video on it at a later point after I've tried it out a little bit. Not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, by the way, because not sponsored. There's some red onions. Why? There we go. I have to like put it in front of my face because it's like super locked in. There we go. Okay. Red onions. A long time ago, I had my mentor come over, and before she came over, I'm just going to check and make sure that these are good. Yeah, I think they're good. Yeah, they have to be good. I hope they are. What is that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. A long time ago, I had my mentor come over. We meet regularly, and I was thinking, oh, I want to make something for her. And I was like, oh, that's kind of silly. Make something. What are you going to make? That's when I was like, well, I can go online and see if I can find a recipe for a salad or something. Because I had been craving salads. And I think the main reason for that was watching a bunch of Instagram stuff and just seeing all these beautiful salads. And I was like, well, I want to be healthy anyway. So I'll go ahead and just make a salad. Still getting used to this. Anywho, just perpetually have a sink filled with dishes. When will we get to the point where we're not having a sink filled with dishes? Well, anyway, can't see it now. Haha. So I decided I'm gonna make a salad. So while I'm in the store, I pull up a recipe randomly from like Love and Lemons, and there's a tortellini salad. I'm like, yeah, try it. Made it. In fact, my mentor helped me make it. And she was like, that is like an amazing salad. So when I went to her house for Christmas, she ended up asking, like, can you make that salad again? I was like, sure. Okay. It's not like my grandma's recipe or anything, but like, I'd be happy to make it again. So I did. Well, I had leftover ingredients. I have pasta, but I just decided one day that I wanted to just try to make a salad out of it. So like exclude the pasta. And man alive, it tastes amazing without the pasta. So that's what I'm doing right now. I just needed a clean knife to cut the tomatoes. As you can see, I'm like super organized. I'm always like, whenever my hands are wet from like washing dishes and stuff, I'm always like super freaked out about touching the camera. So it's arugula lettuce, red onions. It calls for cherry tomatoes, but I like using medley tomatoes, the ones that have red, that orangey yellow color, and that green color too. But these, it just tastes really good. It's got a really fresh, sort of bitter sort of taste. So I literally just Yep, you saw it here, folks. Promise you, I'm usually good about doing this. Let's see, just throw those in there. How are you guys doing? Have we recovered from Christmas? Are we prepared for the new year? I'm closing my eyes and waiting to open my eyes for 2026. That's kind of how I sort of feel right now. But that's okay. No doubt you guys are probably feeling the same way too. I'm just trying to also not cut my finger. All right, good. We've gotten all of the tomatoes chopped. So they're going in the salad. The next ingredient for our salad is artichoke hearts, if you can believe it. Yummy, yummy. I never thought that I would like artichoke hearts, but they're like a really cool medium between the sweetness of the tomatoes, the onioniness of the onion, and the bitterness of the arugula. It all ties together super well. I just need to grab a fork. Yes, I'm looking forward to 2026. These past couple of days have been kind of filled with like lots going on. I feel a little bit overwhelmed, but I also had like a kind of like a revelation a couple of days ago, or maybe it was last week, that I wanted to share. I think there was one day I went outside. I was going to get the mail, and it was probably about, I live in Florida, so it was probably about like 67 degrees or something, maybe a little warmer than that. And I just had this like feeling of like, wow, I feel alive. I feel awake. I feel present, alert. And it was just such an incredible thing. And I think it was in that moment where I was like, wow, God allowed that to happen. I've experienced that feeling before. I was at a gig. I was actually vlogging during that gig. I have it, I'll link it. I'll link it in the description, but I have that vlog on my channel. We were in the middle of the ceremony, and I just remembered the wind coming through. It was out in the country, this beautiful, like almost Italian style venue. The wind blew through the trees, and I just like had this, I was able to like intake this breath of fresh air and breathe deeply in a way that I very rarely feel like I actually do. And you feel like you smell the air, and you're taking in like the whole moment, and you're taking in the sunshine. You just feel fully present. And I just feel like those moments don't happen very often for me. And I felt that last week. And I fast forward, I think I felt that today too. I felt like I woke up this morning, I had my quiet time. I journaled. It's the first time I've journaled in a long time. I'm making a mess, but that's okay. I journaled, made some coffee. I went outside and took in some sunlight for like 10 minutes. By the way, I highly recommend that. I am not a scientist, but there is data to support that going outside and exposing your eyes to sunlight is extremely good for you. Like it kickstarts some things in your body. I think in terms of like hormones, and I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, and I'm sure I'm getting it wrong, but it helps your body, and I think it also helps your circadian rhythm, and gives you a kind of a sense of like, body is awake now and it's time to start the day. So I sat outside and I drank coffee, and I just felt this sense of, wow, God is creating this moment of peace. And I'm drinking coffee, and it's a beautiful day, and I kind of just feel fully present. And yes, I have a lot of things I need to get done today, but I'm gonna be okay. And then I also had a moment yesterday when I was kind of saying some of this stuff backwards. So, so today's Monday, yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday, I was kind of being lazy, and I got to the end of the day and I was like, I can't do anything. I think it was like 5 o'clock. And I was like, I can't do anything. The day is pretty much all gone. And I told myself, I had this thought kind of pop into my brain, like, is it still daylight? And technically it was. I was like, if it's still daylight, then you've got time to get some things done. So I grabbed my to-do list and I wrote down some things like, I'm going to do laundry. I'm going to go for a 20-minute walk. I think it was 15 or 20-minute walk. I'm going to plan my day. I'm going to listen to an audiobook and I'm going to start a book. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But I did. I went out and walked, didn't listen to anything while I was walking, just walked, felt rejuvenated, came home and took care of the things that I needed to take care of. And this is like 5 o'clock. We're having shorter days. So I'm like thinking by the time I get home, all I'm going to do is want to lay down and go to lay down and go to sleep. Hold on a second. I want to find the list to show you. Because I'm just really proud of myself. I can't believe that I did this. My hands have artichoke juice on them. And I still need to finish up the salad. So salt, pepper, avocado oil. Again, you guys probably saw me make this. It was just a game-changing experience, man. Like this salad just brings me joy. Okay, here, before I, which thing am I gonna do first? I'm going to, let's do this. Before I show you the list, I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on this. Yeah! And just like a little bit of salt, just a teeny bit. And then avocado oil. Yummy! Oh my gosh! It has been bathed in oil. It's been like anointed with oil or something. Okay, so now you got a little bit of a vision. You're catching the vision. Let's see if I think I have to just look away. There we go. All right, I am pretty sure I have avocado oil on my sweater, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna just show you, or not just show you, I'm gonna read to you. So I had in my list on Sunday, am I making a mess? Here we go. Here we are. Take out the trash, a 15-minute walk, build the cart, which you saw just earlier, and listen to my book. And I've been reading None Like Him by Jen Wilkin. Do laundry and then read a chapter of Water from a Deep Well. That I'm going to read that today too. And then plan out the week. And dude, I did all of those things. I actually did them. And I'm super proud of myself. And the planning out the week thing, excuse me, was kind of like the biggest surprise to me of all. I've been using this notebook for a long time, as you can see. But one of the things I haven't been doing is like making use of the little tabs that came with it. See those? Oh, it's just doing that. There we go. And man, I decided, because I've been just struggling over the past couple of days to get myself, or the past couple of months really, I've just been overwhelmed. I have a lot of things coming up. But I decided that I was going to try and use a tab system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tab for every week of the month. And at that tab spot, I'm going to put down my goals for the week. This is not new stuff. Most of you guys probably do this considerably better than I do. And I just created a little system, like a little task list of things that I wanted to do with specific quantitative goals. And so something I hardly ever do. And I am now creating a little schedule after that tab that is literally just a to-do list. And every time I accomplish something, I can accomplish it for that day and like strike it off and then go back to that tab and check off for that day. And I was just like, why didn't I think of this sooner? I think it'll work. I think it'll be good. But just being able to have like a way to track things. I don't know what it has been the past couple of months. I'm just feeling of like, I'm overwhelmed. I have too much that I need to do. And I feel like I can't organize myself. I've just been like organized averse. I'm just like, let it all happen. And I'm like, you can't do that because you got a mortgage. You can't just let things happen. You got to stay organized. So Anyway, yeah, I was super thankful to have that like moment of clarity. And today was a productive day. I got work done and I felt prepared. And I'm just realizing, you know, there's a lot that I'm struggling through still, but I think that there's a lot to be exceedingly grateful for. And it is very, very important as we move into 2026 that whatever happens, we maintain a posture of gratitude and thankfulness. And I'm literally preaching this to myself, not even talking to you. Because I think that even in moments when we don't feel grateful, in saying that we are, I think two things, maybe it's two things. One, there are moments in time where you legitimately feel gratitude. And that's hard for me. It's hard for me to say, oh, I feel so thankful. I feel like that phrase is overutilized. And then the moments happen where something unexpectedly has blessed me. And I go, that was the Lord. And those moments are rare. Hopefully they'll be better in 2026. But I was like, I need to do that more. So that's the first thing. Is gratitude, especially in the moments where it legitimately happens. And in the moments where maybe you don't feel grateful, you can recall the moments where something happened where you legitimately felt grateful. And it can be a reminder of like, God is still with you and God is still present. And there will be something that you can find in the moment that you're struggling to be grateful. There is actually something to be grateful for. So I hope that that is encouraging to you. I've just had these happen a couple times over the past 2 weeks where I just kind of feel this level of like gratitude and thankfulness. And I just feel like I've shared so far on this channel, like some really raw moments where things have been hard, or even just some raw discovery. Oh, that's my timer. Hold on. Oh, I have to read my book. Yep, that's my little calendar reminder to read my book, my other book. I'll do that in a second. But I've had like these really raw moments with you guys. And you guys have been super understanding and willing to listen and all that great, awesome feedback, encouraging feedback. But I think that I need to also share the moments when things are good too. And maybe if anything, to encourage you guys. And in the moments where I'm struggling with something, I can go back and look at that video. Because I know that sounds weird, but like sometimes I will go back and I will watch a video to kind of remind myself of that place and time in a good way, you know? And so I'm thinking maybe sharing this will be helpful to you guys. Gratitude is important. Gratitude allows us to have appreciation and thankfulness for what we have. And it continually draws us back to how awesome God is. And I think that there are so many moments yet to discover. And if we continue to practice and build the muscle of thankfulness. Yeah, that's what I've got today. I hope that was encouraging to you. And, you know, what is something you're thankful for? Would love to hear. Yeah. Well, I need to read my book. And I need to eat my salad before it gets too soggy. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening.